The 2022 NBA Draft featured a solid class, with many impact contributors throughout the regular season, but when it came to this postseason, it felt as if the rookie impact was small. Well, that is, except for one guy, Kings rookie Keegan Murray. It's not as if he didn't have an impactful regular season. I mean, he broke the record for most threes made by a rookie, finishing with 207 made on the season, and finishing 5th in Rookie of the Year voting. But what impressed me most was his playoff performance. In the first 3 games, it didn't appear as if that was going to be the case, as he had just 10 points combined in those 3 matchups. But any nerves he had, he put behind him. As for the final 4 games of the series, he averaged 15 points and 8 rebounds per game, while shooting 51% from the field and 46% from 3. He was unbelievable, and you could argue he was the Kings' second best player for the series. It was either him or Malik Monk, as Sabonis kind of struggled. But outside of the scoring and rebounding and efficiency, the thing that really stood out most was just his composure. Keegan Murray was very poised and didn't look rattled at all. Keegan Murray was not your typical rookie. Now let's take a deeper look into his debut playoffs. Before we get into the extremely impressive playoffs from rookie Keegan Murray, if you enjoy my content and watch a few videos of mine, think about subscribing. 96% of my viewers are actually not subscribed, so if you watch me before and enjoy the content, drop a sub and comment down below. It really helps the channel. Keegan Murray was the perfect selection for this year's Sacramento Kings squad. Murray wasn't relied upon to be the star of the Kings, he simply needed to play a role, and he did that perfectly. Murray finished 5th in Rookie of the Year voting. He acquired 2 second-place votes and 12 third-place votes from the panel of 100 media voters. Murray averaged 12 points for the Kings. He made an NBA record 207 three-pointers this season. The former Hawkeye has been forced to grow up throughout the NBA season, especially in the playoffs. After scoring 10 points in the first 3 career games, Murray erupted for 23 points in Game 4. Yeah, I continued to encourage him, even throughout the game, Kings point guard DeAaron Fox said after Game 3. It's difficult, especially for a rookie playing big minutes for us all season. I mean, he broke the 3-point record for a reason. So we know he's skilled, we know he can play. Obviously the physicality and everything has risen, the intensity of the game has risen. He struggled a bit, but for us, we want him to get going. We're not going to take that away from him. The bond between unanimous Coach of the Year Mike Brown and Keegan Murray has been evident throughout the course of the season. Murray hasn't had many plays run for him on the offensive end, but there's been a great line of communication between the two of them, especially about what they need from Murray. And he rewarded his coach with his performance in Game 4, dropping 23 points and 7 rebounds in 33 minutes of action. Yet despite his performance, the Kings would lose Game 4 and the series tied at 2. Keegan came into his own as a key piece to the Kings' first NBA playoff run in 17 years. The Sacramento rookie played a game-high 45 minutes in his team's 118-99 victory over the Golden State Warriors in Game 6, posting a double-double to help the Kings force a Game 7 back home in the opening round playoff series. The 22-year-old and number 4 overall pick in the 2022 NBA Draft was a plus 19 and plus minus rating Friday, behind only Malik Monk and DeAaron Fox for the game lead, and scored 15 points, grabbed 12 rebounds, and dished out 2 assists. Murray's first playoff series of his NBA career didn't start out as he had hoped, and the young forward struggled through a shooting slump during the Kings' first 3 games against the Warriors. Things turned around for the rookie in Game 4, however, and the trend continued for most part in Game 6. Murray's teammate Fox was impressed by the rookie's prowess on the glass Friday, as well as his 45 minutes played. I mean, I think we all know Keegan has a bright future, Fox told reporters after the game. This being his first year, you're in a closeout game as a rookie and you're playing 45 minutes. Obviously we can talk about how he shot, but I mean he hit some big shots for us. He was big in the beginning of the game, also having 12 rebounds. I mean, he's out there chasing Klay Thompson at times, he's switching on to Steph Curry. Like, he's doing things that you're really expecting a vet to do, and he's having success. We know that we're going to continue to be confident in him, regardless of how he's shooting. He hasn't had the best shooting series, but he's had big games for us. He knows that we're going to continue to ride with him no matter what. And that's what's special about Keegan Murray. He didn't play like a rookie, he played like a 5-year vet. His relative sense of calm out there even impressed announcer Jeff Van Gundy, who said on the broadcast in Game 6, "Keegan Murray, as a young player, his poise to me and the intelligence with which he has played this game, it's really been a revelation." Although the Kings would end up losing this series, I think it was still a very surprising and successful season from them, and their future is bright, especially with Keegan, who looks like a future star for the Sacramento Kings. Thanks for watching. I'm Herm. Have a good one.